Hello, I'm Luke Neller and welcome to Best Replays of the Week. In this episode we have a scout with ball bearings of steel, a sniper with a popgun, and an IS-7 trying to hold back the tide. Let's battle! Let's get going with a scout game from Rum Rum Pam. The setting is Melanevka on an American server. The countdown ticks to 0 and our scout bursts into action. This is a high-risk move, but Rum Rum Pam reveals 8 opponents in a handful of seconds. What do you do after such an opening? How about parking behind those bushes and keeping the res lit up? The tactic works incredibly well, and the spotting damage mounts up fast. After the defenders have been decimated, it's time for a more dynamic approach. The E4's attention is entirely focused on a friendly 103. Heads up, buddy! Aww. I bet you wish you had a proper turret right now. While we're here, let's take care of those SPGs. That's 2. The third one makes a run for it and manages to get away. For now. The opposition have had just about enough of this impudent scout. Rum Rum Pam taunts the Reds by driving into the capture circle, backing away when an object 140 takes the bait. You guys need help with this IS-4, or is it enough to keep it spotted? Okay, cool. The team is in the lead now, which is fortunate because the scout's time is up. But don't worry, the team's got this. The game ends in victory with no further losses. Those were some seriously bold moves right from the start. Rum Rum Pam didn't survive the battle, but racked up an impressive 11,517 points of assist damage, with 12 vehicles spotted. Our sniper of the week is Zane Leon from the EU region. Zane has a bit of a problem. A sniper can make any weapon look good, but the Leo's 75mm squirrel gun is seriously lacking in stopping power. Still, Highway is a sniper's map, and the Leo covers the ground quickly enough. Here we go. The gun is nice and accurate, but the damage is too low to stop the KV-85. This western flank is turning to a target-rich environment. This popgun must be getting pretty warm, as Zane peppers the opposition. A speeding T-50 is an easy shot for our sniper, who claims it as the first kill of the match. Turning back to the foes in the west, the second kill is harvested from 512 meters. As is the third one. Maybe this gun isn't so bad once you get used to it. How about an night kill just for style? That's as far as you go, T-37. The rival Leo is no sniper, but it does land a hit before expiring. All remaining Reds are on the eastern flank. Zane gets into view range and opens fire. The foes retreat, and our sniper sprints closer. That makes 7. And 8. The remaining 2 are here. It's time to end it. The Leo is in good repair, so Zane abandons finesse and rips the opponent apart. They fight back, but it doesn't really matter. It's over. Not bad at all. I thought a low alpha sniper might look comical, but as it turned out, this was a fine display. The accuracy isn't perfect, but that's due to the uneyed shots early on. Top gun of the week is the Dead Zone from the WGL EU team Oops to Tough Giraffes. Our killer drives the sweetest murder machine, Immel 1, sitting pretty as top-tier defender on Erlenberg. Okay, let's get ready to rumble. That could have gone better. There we go, the kill streak is open. The next drum hammers a T-44 into scrap. Our top gun is warming up nicely. The next victim goes down with 2 shots. There would be enough for a second kill, but one of the shells bounce off. The Reds seem reluctant to challenge our champion, letting the Immel reload in peace. But that's their problem. The next round of shells claim 2 more kills, and the Dead Zone is still not challenged. Another clip, and another pair of kills. The assaulters reach the city center, and the Dead Zone is running out of teammates. Out of my way, Tiger! There goes the last friendly, but it managed to reveal the E-25. A single shell is enough to finish it off. The dead zone reloads and bounces a shell off a T-28 prototype's armor. The ISU is an easy kill, but there's no point in challenging the prototype with a single shell. Time for another reload. Watching the T-28 getting clipped down almost makes you feel bad for the enemy team. The red team's last hope rests with the KV-85. Can the bottom tier heavy challenge our hero? The KV does its best, but having watched the previous 11 kills, do you think it has a chance? That's what I thought as well. GG. 12 kills, and by the looks of it, without breaking a sweat. The dead zone also blocked a respectable amount of damage, showing the value of that Swedish armor. And now, back to the American service for another autoloader game. This week's crucial contribution is delivered by Pashowin Ends, presumably sharing their passion for the French AMX-50B. The battle is fought on the snowy terrain of Windstorm. Pashowin drives into town, trading 2 shots for 1 from an M48 pattern. The AMX moves to the southern edge of the map, pumping a clip into an American heavy. The reload is pretty quick, so Pashowin is in time to help a platoon mate with a troublesome Centurion AX. That's a stylish first kill. The next drum gets unloaded into a Jagdpanzer E100, which gets put out of its misery by another platoon mate. The E5 is still there, so Pashowin takes the opportunity to finish the job. An IS-3 offers a challenge, but our hero is looking for bigger prey. This Tier 9 heavy will do nicely. A couple of hits to the ammo rack take care of it, leaving a spare shell for the T-49. Thanks, buddy. The wedge-shaped 103 bounces a shell, but that just buys it a few extra seconds. The sluggish oh-ho isn't as much of a challenge. The remaining reds are elsewhere, so it's time for a little drive. Pashowin doesn't feel like engaging at long range and decides to get closer. That's better, though the heavy frontal armor could be a problem. Or not. The last friendly is keeping the pattern entertained. The Scorpion gear is here as well, but that problem has an easy fix. Unfortunately, the gun is almost dry. The pattern pounces and damages the gun barrel with the first shot. Damn! This is bad. The AMS can neither escape nor shoot back. Maybe fixing the gun was a mistake? At the last possible moment, the reload finishes, allowing Pashowin to fire and scare off the pattern. Pashowin starts driving around the hill, but the Jagdpanzer finishes the match instead. That was close, but Pashowin Ends makes it out alive. A 6-kill top gun is a nice bonus, but it's the sheer damage which made this game stand out. Nice shooting, Tex. This week's finale comes from the EU servers where MC Matto 626 puts an IS-7 into harm's way. Our steel wall is on the defending side of an assault on Erlenberg, where the vast majority of players are in Tier 10 machines. Matto picks a position on the eastern flank and digs in. A few early shots ping off the armor, with the steel wall drawing blood in return. In response, the Reds close the distance and intensify the bombardment. Matto's shells don't seem to bite, but the IS-7 has already blocked over 4,000 points of damage. The wall of steel receives a dent, but it pays it back in kind. Shells continue to bounce off, until the pattern punches through for a second time. That'll teach you! The area is crawling with hostiles, but they aren't getting past the steel wall. The opposition surges forward like a red tide, forcing our champion to give ground. Even so, none shall pass. The fight is getting a little desperate now, but the defenders just need to hold on for a little bit longer. It seems the Object 140 knows this and charges into close combat to break the defense. On its own, it wouldn't be a huge problem, but the steel wall is being swarmed from all sides. Matto punches out one assailant, but the Object takes the opportunity to renew its attack. To Hades with you! There's only half a minute to go, but the IS-7 has given it all it had, and more. The second to last defender dies moments later, so it's all down to the E100. Just stay alive! And so it does. Our steel wall sacrifice has carried the day. That was an incredible 13,200 points of damage blocked, with MC Mato 626 holding back the bulk of the enemy force. With the respectable 4,000 damage dealt, you can see why this replay took pride of place at the end of the episode. There you go, victories all around. Even the 15k health IS-7 won its game. Keep sending in those replays. I'm Luke Nella, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.